So today we are going to make some masala upma. Uh, Masala upma also has a name in the south. The name is called Khichidi sometimes. It's basically a Rava or Sooji Upma that has tomatoes in it with onions. In this version we are going to add some vegetables to this and make it a little bit more heavy. Remember that the upma is made from broken rice, and the broken rice tends to expand. So it's one of those dishes where you have a little, but you'll feel after a while that your stomach feels full. That's because it expands itself once it goes inside your tummy. So for this we take a little bit of oil and burst some mustards, and once the mustard is burst, I'm going to add some chana dal or chickpea dal, which is this. I'll wait till the mustard bursts, and the moment the mustard bursts, I'm going to add the chana dal. And then what we're going to do is add potatoes to this. The mustard has started bursting. Put the chana dal, give it a minute for it to slightly turn golden brown, and then add the potatoes. I've got some cut carrots. I'm going to use potato, carrots and some peas in this. First I'm going to add the potatoes, a little later the carrot, then the peas, and then the onions. The chana dal or the chickpea turned a little golden brown. I'm adding about half a spoon of turmeric powder. Once I add the turmeric powder and mix it up in the oil, I'm going to add finely cut potatoes. I'm going to fry this potato for maybe 2 minutes, and then I'm going to add the carrots. I'm going to get the heat up on this flame to a little bit more than medium high, and we'll fry this up for a few minutes, just 2 minutes. The potatoes are done. I'm going to add carrots after 2 minutes. Going to give the carrot another 2 minutes to fry with the potatoes. And after the 2 minutes of frying the carrots in this, I'm going to add green chili. I have 4 slit green chilies, finely chopped ginger and chopped onions, and there is also curry leaf waiting. I'm going to give this a minute. The moment a minute is done, I'm going to add these ingredients along with the curry leaf. The carrot is done for a minute. I'm going to add some salt to this, and I'm going to add the green chilies, ginger and the onions. And a little bit of frozen peas. Peas doesn't require too much of time to cook, so that's why I put this in the end. We got the peas. I'm going to let this fry till the onion becomes translucent, and then we will add some tomatoes to this and create a nice base before we can put the rava or the roasted rava into this. About a minute into the frying, I'm adding curry leaves and a little bit of hing, or what is otherwise called as asafoetida. Yes, there you go. Just a small amount. We're going to fry this for another 1 more minute and add some tomatoes to this. Let me stir this. The vegetable colors are really beautiful with the yellow, orange and green. These are fried now, so time to add some tomatoes. Adding 2 tomatoes, each about 100 grams probably by weight, so that's roughly 200 grams of tomato to this. I'm going to give it a stir and then add a spice powder called sambar powder, and the brand of this sambar powder is 777. I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of it to this dish. Also, I realize I didn't have roasted rava with me, but I had this, which is a instant upma from Gits. I can use this as well to make the same dish. The only difference is that this comes with a little bit of seasoning and salt, so you just have to be sure that if you're using this and making it into a masala upma, you don't salt this too much, because the rava comes with the salt. So I'm going to add the sambar powder to this. I've added a spoon of the sambar powder out here, which is the Gits brand, the 777 brand. I'm going to stir this, and I'm going to add 3 cups of water to this dish and bring it to a boil. Once I add 3 cups of water and bring it to a boil, then the quantum of water will be just good enough to have this packet being emptied into this. About 3 minutes of the tomato in it. The tomato is nicely cooked, as you can see. We're going to add 3 cups of water to this and allow it to come to a good boil. Just a couple of things to know. I have decided to use this upma mix. It's nothing but roasted rava or roasted broken rice, but it also has a few of the garnish in it, which of course we've decided to change and make it into masala upma. So this is roughly 200 grams and it is salted. So remember, since this is salted, you don't want this to be very salty. So if you're using the Gits, you just want enough salt for the vegetables which are in it. So taste this water, and the salt must just be enough for the vegetables inside. The other packet comes with salt, but if you are using just plain roasted rava, then you need to salt this a little bit more so that the rava absorbs. Now once the water has come to a boil, you lower the flame. Keep also a cup of hot water with you in case the water quantity is less. You always need to use hot water. We're going to slowly pour the packet in and stir it as we are pouring. You need to go very slow and keep stirring this. Okay, so see this? I need to turn this camera off and stir this. So once you put it, lower your flame and stir this. If you don't stir it and if you keep it in high flame, it's going to bubble and splatter out on you. So be very careful with this dish. Keep stirring it, and if you think that it is thickening before it can cook, that's why you have the hot water with you. Just add a little bit if you need the hot water, and it's easy to figure out whether the rava is cooked or not. You see that the rava is white. Do you see the whiteness in the rava? Yes, that means it is yet to be cooked. Once it is cooked, this whiteness will vanish. Okay, just keep stirring this. So we are continuing to stir this in very, very slow flame, and you can see that the whiteness in the rava has gone and it's all turned transparent. So that tells you that the rava is cooked. We're going to just keep it here for 30 more seconds. Just turn it around, again very slow flame. And we're going to let it sit. This can be served with pickles, chutney. I'm going to make a onion chutney, which is typical in the restaurants, but the ones that many restaurants have is an uncooked version of the onion chutney. They don't cook the onion at all. It's really very yummy. They also call it kara chutney. I'm going to be making that and serving the upma along with the kara chutney. So that's it. This upma is ready. You can let it sit for a few minutes. It will be easy to serve after that.